Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love in General reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of December 2nd through the 4th, 2022. Alright, so I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have it. If you're wanting to reach me by phone, it's a separate process. So make sure you're registered at bill per call or paid communications. Request your callback, and if I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon for monthly Venus sign readings, and check me out on TikTok. Alright, so we have the overall energy as the Chariot. We've got the Nine of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands. The Knight of Cups. The Devil. Five of Cups. And Judgment. Okay. So I feel that this weekend, something's going on where you are needing to confront your fears. Maybe you need to take a stand, regardless if you're the only one standing for what you believe in. Maybe you are also feeling guarded or defensive in a way. And just feel the need to defend yourself. Now, it also could be that you are, defending someone else, standing up for someone else. But I really feel like there is something that you're needing to deal with internally. I'm seeing some sort of insecurities here, some sort of doubts that you're having. I feel like you are allowing like negative thoughts to consume you. You also may keep putting something off, or maybe you've been procrastinating on some things and it's like, just do it, just get it over with. So anything that you've been procrastinating on, I just feel like you need to just go ahead and deal with it. There also could be some sort of anxiety in regards to some sort of love connection that you're having with someone. Either you are in denial or they are in denial. I feel like there is something that someone wants to say. There's a strong possibility that you're being pursued by someone who is insecure one moment, confident the next, and maybe there's some sort of hot, cold energy going on with this person. It also seems too like maybe you can't stop thinking about each other. Like you're trying not to think about somebody so much, but you can't help it. Maybe you're dreaming about them. Something also could be waking you up in the middle of the night. Maybe you're dealing with some sort of insomnia. On a metaphysical, in a metaphysical way, I feel like something may be going on where it feels like you're getting ready to take off. And it makes you scared. So there could be, like, if you're feeling symptoms of astral projection, it's maybe you're trying to control, like, you have to be in control to do that. Also, if you're having any type of lucid dreams, and it's like when you have control of your dreams, you can go where you want to go, you can see things that you want to see. You might experience something like that and then start to get nervous or overly excited and wake yourself up. So try to stay calm if you feel yourself lucid or if you feel yourself about to astral project. I don't know if you ever heard me talk about that before, but I didn't realize that I was about to astral project one time and I got really scared, and it was just scary because it was like, it felt like vibration, like it felt like everything was like vibrating. I could feel like my soul trying to leave. And at first I was like, am I dying? Like at first I was like gonna go with it because I was like, okay, I guess this is my time. And then like later on, after I processed it, later on in the day, I was like, you know what? I think I was actually just trying to astral travel. And then I looked it up and saw like other people's experiences with astral traveling. And sure enough, that was one of the things that happened, was that everything around you just starts vibrating. And so, yeah. And it was like a strong vibration too. Yeah, I was like so strong. So, yeah, if you are getting ready to do that, try your best to control it and overcome that fear of whatever it is. I feel like too, you guys are hesitant or dealing with some kind of trust issues. Dealing with trust issues or some sort of insecurities. Seems like you guys are still dealing with things that you dealt with in the past, or you're still, something that's pushing you to like overcome those fears. Like maybe there's someone who's, coming into your life, and maybe someone's being genuine, but because of past traumas or experiences, it's hard for you to trust this person. And then, like I said, this could be reversed. I could be picking up on their energy. Maybe this is someone who is hesitant about coming towards you for whatever reason. They're still dealing with emotional insecurities from the past. Something is indicating too that maybe you've developed thick skin. Hang on one second. Okay, yeah. So something may also be indicating that you've developed thick skin. Like you've had to endure a lot of things in your life, and you had to develop thick skin. And I feel like something does require you to have thick skin, especially when dealing with any type of criticism. Yeah, but I feel like you can handle it. Okay, I'm also getting the energies of you having to deal with someone who may be potentially codependent. Yeah, dealing with someone who's codependent, or someone who could, be codependent on alcohol, drugs. Also dealing with someone who maybe suffers from depression. Or it could be your energy. In a love situation, I feel like someone is can be manipulative, or maybe they're trying to emotionally manipulate you, making you feel emotional, guilty, bad for some things. So somebody could be playing on your heartstrings, or trying to get you to do something for them out of guilting you. Or this could be you. I'm getting something about songs or music. I don't know if you make music and you are releasing like a lot of sadness or negative energy into your music, like that's the way you're transmuting it, or you're listening to music that is bringing out a lot of old feelings. Also, just listening to music that's making you feel very lustful in a sense. I mean, some songs maybe just put you in a mood. I don't know. And it seems like maybe you could be listening to music that just like really makes you feel lustful. I'm seeing shadow work as well. Having to deal with some kind of shadow work, go through some sort of shadow work, or deal with hidden or dark suppressed energies. If it's a relationship, it's, for one, I kind of feel like there's this attraction that you might have for each other. You're being drawn to someone. It does seem like maybe you're being reeled in on a physical level. Like there's a lot of lust there. And I just feel like basically you're about to be baited. Like the intensity of passion is there for a reason. It's so that you can be hooked to learn whatever lesson you're getting ready to learn. And I feel like something is going to bring out like a lot of your lower desires, or you are basically, manifesting your lower desires, things that like you're really wanting on a physical or material level. Not saying that there's no spirituality involved, but definitely something could get started based off of lust. I feel like someone's really worried about making the same mistakes again. Like, oh, I did this before. I don't want this to happen again. Anything too that I feel like you've been trying to avoid is gonna it's gonna resurface. Even if you try to detour, take a different route, like it's like, no, you need to deal with this. So I feel like you're literally needing to face the music at this point. It's like, you got to face the music now. Like you've got to answer to some things. You've got to see what you've done, or you need to acknowledge how you feel. Maybe you've been running from your own feelings, running from your own past, and it's like you can't run from your past. So I feel that at some point you're needing to deal with something here. You also could get some sort of response. You could either get a response that makes you sad, or you're in the middle of having some sort of remorse and then you get a response. Maybe you are having some sort of pity party. You've allowed some sort of anxiety to consume you and feeding into all this negativity, and then next thing you know, there's a positive response coming in for you, and it's like, oh, I was worried about nothing. So I kind of feel like it could play out either way. I also kind of feel like this weekend ends with a question mark. Kind of like, what are you going to do now? Like, now that this is on the table, now that you're aware of this, now that you know how this person feels about you, like, what happens next? What are you going to do? So I kind of feel like, there's going to be some sort of question mark. Now that you quit your job, what are you going to do? Now that, it's kind of like a question mark. I feel too like initially you are feeling strong and determined about something, and then doubt creeps in. I feel like somebody is concerned that they are aware of being seduced or lured into something. And it's just like, what am I doing? Like, it's like, you're about to do something. You aren't thinking clearly, but you just want to do it anyway. There is some sort of consequences, but you just kind of want to indulge in something. Even if, it's simply something in regards to diet. You're like, I really want to eat this, but I know I risk gaining weight or not losing weight by doing it. And, it's something that you just really want to do. And you may go into it knowing that there's going to be some sort of consequences. Getting involved with someone who is a handful. Something just seems questionable about a potential decision that you're getting ready to make, especially in love. Unfortunately, I don't want to get into it, but I kind of feel that, and this, of course, keep in mind, it's not going to be for everybody, but I kind of feel like yourself, better, and then you're presented with this opportunity to like get involved with someone, and you're like, oh, but they got a baby's mom or dad, or I think they're still in a relationship, but oh my God, they're so yummy. Like something's going on where I just feel like you know better, but you are still kind of being seduced. Maybe you'll be able to control yourself, but I mean, even so, it just still looks like you're hooked on something. You want it. You're questioning something. You're questioning, is this what you're supposed to do? Or you're like, say for instance, you're supposed to be on a spiritual path or whatever. You're like, I know I'm on a spiritual path, but why would my spirit guides put me in this situation if they know that blah, blah, blah? And it may be a dilemma where, because it is part of your spiritual path, like something is still part of your spiritual path, even though you're questioning the situation that it is. It's like, I don't know, could be taboo or inappropriate or just something that you normally would not get involved with. The other thing is that you might know that something is an illusion, but you're like, you're still tempted. You still want something. You could be dealing with any sign. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn. Those are the ones that are standing out the most. I feel like it's hard for you to escape something because there's unfinished business or there needs to be some sort of closure. I see some sort of old situation resurrecting. Even if it's not a relationship, romantic relationship, it could be something in regards to career. Either the career you are in or headed towards has some unethical things going on, but you're like, but you know, the money, and you're like needing to like really examine if that's what you want. Or it could be a situation where you know that it's going to eat away a lot of your time. Like you're like, oh, my career, like I love, you know, what I'm about to do, but this is about to take all my time and energy, but I'm gonna be paid well. Like it just seems like you're having to deal with some sort of dilemma. It could be a moral dilemma or ethical dilemma. I also feel like maybe something's being revealed about, like I said, depression. Something's going on in regards to someone's emotional state. Someone also may be looking for ways to escape, but doing it through alcohol or any form of escapism, doing something excessively to fulfill some sort of a void. I feel like somebody is doing something and telling themselves they're only going to do this one time and then feel bad or guilty after doing it. I don't know if you're going to feel like you missed an opportunity. I feel like somebody is feeling guilty about something or missing someone deeply. Okay, I kind of feel like maybe someone is looking over at the other side or thinks the grass is greener on the other side, looking at someone else's life and feeling some type of way for not having that life. It's a little bit of envy. Envy over a family member, or a family member might be envious of you in a sense. Someone also could be grieving over some sort of fertility issues. Or maybe something's happening where you're thinking about family and just feeling sad. Okay, so this is going back to what I was saying earlier, the question mark. I do feel like you might be in the middle of a pity party, basically, because you are giving up hope about something, and then something restores your hope. So you get some sort of call or response or an answer in the middle of you feeling sorry for yourself about something, or just as you're thinking like everything's wrong, everything, nothing's going to work out. It's like, no, like here is, you know, confirmation. Here's the response. Here's what you needed to hear. You didn't miss an opportunity because this is what was waiting for you over here, not that. Stop looking at the past. This is what's over here for you. So I feel like, you know, right in the middle of you feeling down about something, some good news is going to be revealed to you. Some of you do have some sort of debt to fulfill, some sort of debt to repay. But I feel like once something is done, you'll be done with this. Like, you can move on. It could be a financial debt. It could be something owed to a family member. Like, okay, if you look out for me this time, remember I looked out for you last time. Please, I need help this time. So it could be some sort of payback. Either you are giving something back or someone is finally giving something back to you. Somebody also could be trying to make up for last time and feels some sort of obligation or guilt, like this is the least I can do. So someone could actually do something nice because they do feel bad or guilty. I feel like you also need to carefully review line by line any type of contracts or agreements that you might go under. Also, stand your ground with anybody who you feel is too pushy or just trying to force you to do something you're not comfortable doing. Then you have to set boundaries with that person. All right, so let's pull some energy cards. All right, what additional messages are there for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? We have strategy, blossoming abundance, envy, overall energy, the temple path. Okay, so yeah, something is part of your destiny. Even if you're questioning it, it's part of your path. And like I said, I do feel like somebody is either envious of your path, your lifestyle, your gift, or you feel that way towards them. And I do still feel like it could be a family member. It could be anybody. It could be a neighbor. It could be anybody. But I feel like there's a little bit of envy. I almost feel like something simple as a neighbor envious of your pool, or you being envious of somebody having a pool. I feel like you are going to have some sort of fulfillment, some sort of emotional fulfillment. It could be too that all this abundance or goodness comes into your life and somebody is wondering, how did this happen to you? Like, how did you get in? How did you do this? How did you? I feel like somebody is wanting to know, how did something happen for you? I feel like they don't intentionally mean to be jealous, not jealous, envious, but they are. But something is destined for you. Something is just part of your path. You also may be having to make some sort of strategic move or decision this weekend. And it has something to do with the path that you're on. I also feel like there's a need for you to do some sort of literal journaling or look in your journal for some sort of insight or answers that you're needing. Something is in your journal. I'm just seeing 333 too. Or things that equal 3. So I feel like there's something significant about the number 3. I always initially feel like that is indicating incoming communication from someone, messages. So there is possible that there needs to be some sort of conversation, or you're going to receive some sort of message. I feel like if you receive a message, it could be spiritual, but I also feel that you might receive some sort of news or message about abundance. It could be financial, but I feel like it's more so emotional. But however, if financial abundance is going to make you happy emotionally, then it could be that. I see an opportunity. I see an opportunity waiting for you, or being given to you. Yeah. So those are the messages that I have for you guys. Hopefully some things resonated. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you for watching. Sending love and grace.